How much greenhouse gas was emitted by the Hangzhou Asian Games? The answer is 890,000 tons. That's equivalent to burning almost 400,000 tons of standard coal. Given that this was the biggest ever Asian Games with the most events, you may be curious about the effectiveness of its carbon neutrality efforts. The sources of carbon emissions were analyzed, and it was found that energy, industry, transport, and construction combined formed the core. Of these, the generation and consumption of energy is the most significant contributor. So, the key focus of a carbon reduction effort must be the energy sector. Regions including Qinghai, Xinjiang, and Inner Mongolia supplied power generated from clean energy sources to the Games' 65 venues and related facilities. As of September 19th, Hangzhou had completed 16 transactions, totaling 621 million kilowatt-hours of green power, equivalent to saving over 76,000 tons of standard coal. In terms of industrial emissions, of the 56 competition venues for the Asian Games and Asian Paragames, only 12 were newly built. At the Fuyang Water Sports Center, filtered rainwater is used for its fountains and irrigation. The system reduces the venue's monthly water usage by about 35%. In the case of the 44 modified or temporarily constructed venues, extensive use was made of modular construction and recyclable, renewable materials. This approach was crucial to the carbon reduction effort. This year has seen the appearance of a new term, zero carbon engineer. One innovation they introduced was the One Venue, One Policy electricity service for individual venues. At the Hangzhou Olympic Sports Center Stadium, sensors collected data on the temperature, humidity, light, and crowd density. Based on this, the engineers devised optimal solutions that balance energy efficiency with comfort. For example, the system automatically reduces the lighting where there's sufficient natural light. In Hangzhou, numerous green lifestyle practices have served to offset the carbon emissions from the Asian Games. Two common approaches are cycling and online payment. A campaign, 1 kilo from everyone to help make the Asian Games carbon neutral, has involved more than 100 million individuals. It's projected to neutralize over 100,000 tons of carbon emissions, equivalent to saving 100 million kilowatt-hours of electricity. What about the rest of the country? The carbon-neutral Asian Games brought China's efforts to reduce carbon emissions into the spotlight. From the release of key documents to the adoption of the 1+N policy framework for carbon peaking and neutrality, these efforts support a global commitment made by President Xi Jinping.
中国将力争2030年前实现碳达峰，2060年前实现碳中和。中国承诺实现从碳达峰到碳中和的时间，远远短于发达国家所用的时间，需要中方付出艰苦努力。
This commitment, demonstrating China's role as a responsible power, has received significant attention and a positive response from the global community.
I've referenced renewable energy. It's remarkable that China has made these commitments and is exceeding the commitments on renewable already now. Governance side, I would say that China has engaged in the climate talks throughout as a leading economy and as a large emitter that takes its responsibility.